Oh,
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 Lahayo.
oh, Ohio.
Lahlich. Ah.
Oh, oh, we.
Hold on, I'm just trying to look at all this notification settings, 600 hertz.
I want you inside me. Are we recording?
It says recording. I just don't know
Oh, good.
if it's recording just
Oh,
me right now or if it's recording the both of us. Uh,
okay.
let's see. It says for personal. We'll just have to check in a couple of minutes, I guess. Yeah. So how's shit been with you?
Really good, man. Really fucking good. I'm dating Christina now.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, she texted me a couple days ago, and it kind of weirded me
Yeah.
out because she was just like, she's like, "Oh, he's a cutie." I'm like, "Is there something I'm missing here?" That's not what you were saying. Like when I was talking to you.
It's like fucking like CSI. You have like pictures on the
Yeah,
wall with like
I have
text.
red
Like,
tape going
what the
across my
fuck?
walls, trying to.
Yo, nice fucking mic. That is a fucking quality ass mic right
I
there.
know I got it for like
Are you gonna make mixtapes, man? Mixtape.
mixtapes. Yeah, I'm actually,
Oh,
my they call me D Easy.
oh fuck.
You know.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I actually got this for like $50. It was not bad.
Oh wow,
They're
that's
really
that's
good. They're really
good.
good microphones. So
Yeah. Um, my friend has a, I think it's like a Blue Teeth microphone.
this is a blue snowball. This is what
Nice.
this is what it's called. There's the blue snowball and then there's the blue Yeti.
Oh yeah.
I just got this one because it was cheaper. So, and I know a lot of YouTubers that use this mic for uh, content.
Nice.
Like two best friends use this. So, and the
You know, two
pop
best
filter was
friends.
like $5. So
Two best
yeah, they're
friends.
good. They're good. What's it called? Let's Play channel. I feel
Let's
like
here's yeah.
they're like one of the best like Let's Players in my opinion because like
Def-
they they don't really like go overboard really. They just keep it
yeah.
like simple.
Well,
It's just
my favorite Let's Play that they did, it's fairly recent, is the Punisher Let's Play,
Punisher Let's Plays.
because
Yeah,
I forget what's his face knows a lot about the Punisher. I'm like, exactly.
yeah. No, I just I try to follow like the Let's Plays that games I know. Like they do like Chrono Trigger and like Dark Souls. Like I wouldn't really follow that because that's gonna be like 80 parts. I'm not gonna be able to like watch all
Exactly.
those. I'll watch
Well,
like their Punisher ones, which are like 20 parts, or like their Walking Dead. I love their Walking Dead Let's Plays. Those are funny because they always
yeah.
shit on Kenny. It's the best part is them
Fucking
shitting on
Kenny.
the fact that well, I mean, I don't know for season three whether his death is going to be canon or not. I don't know where they're going to go with that because
Yeah.
his death was optional. So,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
so
Did you oh boy. Did you see
I,
Batman v Superman?
I haven't, but I saw your Snap story. I heard a lot of
Oh my god. It's cancer.
I've heard it was really bad. I had a lot of people. Me and my coworkers have a debate every like so often about. One of my coworkers thinks it's like one of the greatest movies ever made. So,
Oh, that's a
and me and my other coworker just shit on him like constantly. I'm like,
okay. So you know me, like I'm a comic book fanboy, and there's parts in it. It's like holy shit, that's Dark Knight Returns. That's awesome. But then there's the fucking plot, and it's
yeah,
so like you could tell like it was supposed to be a Man of Steel 2 movie, but they're like, but if we put Batman in it, it's gonna make more money, which fucking true because people wouldn't have seen it if it was just a Superman movie. You know what I mean?
that's true. It wouldn't have been as hyped if they didn't put Batman in that movie. It
Yeah,
wouldn't have been like. Honestly, I think that's what really drew in the fans. They're just like, oh, they're making another Superman
exactly.
movie. It's like, all right, how do we get everyone to come see this movie?
Yeah, it's,
Put
so like
Batman on
everyone
it?
is
Yeah,
like,
put Batman.
all right,
Genius. Promote
yeah.
that man.
Well, like when they said let's show the Justice League, I'm like, oh, so like Aquaman is gonna fight Doomsday along with the Flash and Cyborg. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just fucking Diana presses a couple buttons on her computer and then
Yeah.
fucking just like footage. It's
Let's
oh
back the story that everyone already knows how it all goes down. Batman beats Superman, and Superman cries like a little bitch, and you know.
Well, he doesn't beat. All right. So do you know what happens? Or
I mean, I really don't care if you spoil it.
okay. So basically, Batman has a kryptonite spear, and he's
uh,
about to stab Superman, and then Superman says, "I need to save Martha." Superman's mom and Batman's mom are both named Martha. So
oh,
then Batman's like, "Where did you hear that
oh
name?"
boy,
And then like Lois Lane runs
Dad.
in, like, "It's his mom," and he's like, "I guess we're friends now." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh
our
my
mothers have the
god!"
same name. Yo, that's cool. You want to be friends?
Exactly.
Like,
Oh,
yeah, man. That's
oh,
like that's like seeing someone in like the grocery store that's wearing the same shirt as you, and you're just like, dude, that's a nice shirt.
oh.
Whoa, he's
Can
got.
I get that?
Whoa, where do I get that shirt?
It's so.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any like action movies as of recently.
Yeah,
Basically because I never really had the time to go to movie theaters. The only time I've been going lately is because of my girlfriend. It's really the only reason why.
yeah.
And
I
I've been watching like shit movies like The Boss. It's a Melissa McCarthy movie. It's not good.
oh, oh boy. Did you see the Ghostbusters
Oh,
trailer?
I did, and I'm really appalled by that because I recently watched the original Ghostbusters, and that's one of my favorite like sci-fi comedies out there is Ghostbusters. And then
So
I watched the trailer for the new one. Like the chemistry between the characters in Ghostbusters is probably some of the greatest chemistry you'll ever see in a sci-fi movie. In this
exactly.
movie, it's like who the fuck
Well, let's
are these guys?
just
They don't.
gather a
They
bunch
don't
of SNL
yeah,
people
get
and
a bunch of
it'll
people who have big names and
yeah,
like
like
who appeal to women who don't know comedy. I'm not saying women don't know comedy. It's just these women don't they don't portray a very good comedy, especially a comedy that's brought out in Ghostbusters.
well, it's like each one of them has their shtick. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
so there's a
Their own
leader
stick doesn't go with another.
that's
Like yeah, their stick
yeah.
doesn't blend. It's their own.
There's it's generic. It's the leader that's a little like timid, and then there's the fucking crazy one, and there's the generic black single lady, and then there's Melissa McCarthy, which
Yeah,
basically she's the fat
she's just the
girl.
fat one that yells really loud and makes dirty jokes.
Exactly.
It's not funny. It's
Exactly.
basically Kevin James.
Right?
The Kevin James of women.
Kevin
And
James. I should be
it's
on a
true. I
billboard
mean,
at one of her
it's
movies.
true. I'm
The
surprised they
Kevin
haven't made
James of women.
like a Paul Bart 3 and it's Melissa McCarthy as the mall cop.
Oh, oh my, oh my God! Please don't make that movie.
It was funny because when I first watched Mall Cop, I'm like, this is a pretty funny movie. And then I saw the reviews and like, why are so many people shitting on this? And then I rewatched
Yeah.
it again. I'm like, wow, I actually see why it's such shit now.
I, I, I recently so I fuck around in my video production class,
I
and I took a
that's
bunch of
fun.
Filthy Frank green screens
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah,
put them in the trailer.
yeah. It's so bad.
Oh my God.
He recently has. I don't understand Filthy Frank. Like I love Filthy Frank to death, but like I don't understand what's with the glasses and the hat. Like I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I'm just like he's
Oh,
including that a lot in his videos. I'm not sure if it's because of like his like condition, which
I don't
his like seizures and stuff like that. I don't know,
know.
but
Yeah.
he doesn't wear it in any other of the videos that he's in with like other YouTubers like Max Mofo and iDubbbz.
All right.
I don't get it. Maybe it's just a character thing, but it just came out of nowhere. I don't mind the
Well, this
sunglasses
whole
or the hat.
the whole thing is like a character. Like it says, like in the description, this is what no one should be.
No, it should be. Yeah, I know. It's just weird. He's wearing like a World War II-esque like Japanese fighter pilot
I know it
helmet.
was weird. It was really just.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh, I
it's
love Frank though.
yeah, he's definitely one of the greater comedians on YouTube nowadays. Him and iDubbbz have been blowing up like crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Well, have you
a million right
heard
now.
of Leafy is here?
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot about that in Keemstar.
Well,
Dude, iDubbbz roasted the shit out of Keemstar.
I know.
Burned him to a fucking
Fucking
crisp.
exposed.
Oh my God, dude, he got fucking ripped. Like, he hasn't flamed anyone that hard ever.
Right.
He went so
Yeah.
hard. He made like a 20-minute video roasting this guy. And he's like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not fucking like gonna back down because you have a huge subscriber base. Like he just he put him in his place. I don't think Keemstar can say anything to fucking rebuttal.
No.
Because iDubbbz is like a very professional YouTuber. It's weird to say considering he's so like offensive.
Good.
But
Yeah.
he knows right from wrong when it comes to putting stuff on YouTube. So
Have you do you know a YouTuber Grade A Under A?
I've heard the name. I never watched him though. I've heard he's pretty.
So basically, you know the guy Matthew Santoro?
Yeah,
He's like a
guy,
famous
guy.
YouTuber. So basically, in one of his videos, he kind of exposed him where it's this website where they do like top tens, and
Yeah,
basically Matthew Santoro takes those, copies almost word from word on the top 10 lists, and then just claims it as his own
yeah. Listen, I
and
mean,
gets like millions.
like
Well,
top 10 shows don't really succeed very well because there's only so much you can do to make that interesting.
I don't even know how Watch Mojo is still breathing.
I know they've like milked that channel dry at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, they had some pretty good lists and they're really professional, but
Yeah.
they can't really go much in anything anymore.
Didn't they make like a top 10 like
They
like
made like
school shooters
top
or something?
like top 10 like they made some ridiculous shit like top 10 like fruit top 10. I mean, there's some top 10s that I haven't seen yet that they could really dive into. Like I like
They upload like 4 videos like a
a
day.
day, yeah, I know, because they have like what like a 30, 40 man like staff there now. They got a lot of people working there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, uh, like the whole Let's Play community has like
Mhm.
exploded. Like
Oh yeah.
it went
It's been
from just
exploding.
Rooster Teeth and Funhouse, and now they added what like 4 channels now. Like uh, they added Kind of Funny, Screw Attack, which was kind of there for a little bit. Then there was the Creatures, which fell apart not too long ago, and then Cow Chop, which was the birth
I mean,
child of the Creatures. Which Cow Chop
everyone's
looks,
doing it.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they are all joining Let's Play, which I mean isn't a bad thing. They haven't really done anything with the new channels yet. Like the Creatures and Cow Chop haven't really done anything Let's Play wise.
Mm.
Um, but like I wasn't really surprised to see that Alex and James left the hub because I kind of saw it coming
Yeah.
because their comedy doesn't resonate through everyone in that hub like Dan and Kutra because they're more family oriented
Hmm.
and they're James and Alex clearly are not and neither are the interns like Joe and Aaron. They clearly stem further with Jordan and Alex. And I mean, I like Cow Chop from what I've seen so far. It looks amazing. Like it looks like an
Yeah.
Adult Swim show, which I have to talk to you about these videos I saw from Adult Swim not too long ago. They've been out for a while, but like they're really bizarre. Maybe we should save that for an actual episode,
Yeah, maybe.
but yeah, they kind of
But
blew my mind. I'm not sure if you know the videos already, but they're pretty like mind bending in a way. They're very
mhm.
how do I say
Like,
like
is it just like intros? Like,
no, it's like full blown uh like shorts or like a show. Well, they're
okay,
shorts really, like they're short films directed by the same guy, and they're very like uh, vague. They really have no meaning, but they're really like disturbing. So,
hmm, cool. Yeah. Um, what else? What else
um,
is we got now? Oh, did you see the fucking Power Rangers photo that was
what
released?
was that?
So basically, they're making a reboot of the Power Rangers,
Really?
and they
Like how
release
so? Like a classic Power Rangers where it's just like
no,
Japanese or
like
American?
like dark superhero type.
Oh,
Like they're going that
I
route.
saw like a short some guy filmed like that. It was like
Yes,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
excellent.
that was really good. And I saw that I'm like
They're
they need to
they're
make
not
this.
doing that.
They should make that. You should make
Oh
that
yeah.
into a feature film because that was amazing. I loved it. It was like it made perfect sense. Like kind of like the X-Men, how like one guy's trying to take out all of them from the former
Hmm.
Power Rangers. He was a former Power Ranger. Like that's brilliant. I'd love
Yep.
to see that if they're like
And I
R-rated
love it
killing each
too
other.
because they got most of the old cast except for the guy, the Green Ranger,
Green
and I
Ranger.
think the Red Ranger too. But and I like how because the Blue Ranger was always like the nerd and like everyone's
He
like,
was the one that got
and
bullied on
he was
set
like,
a lot.
yeah, he was the first one who left, and then she was like, "You're never one of us." He's like, "I'm glad," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
they kind of bullied him for who he was. So I mean,
Yeah. So this is our new power. Wait, hold on. Let me.
yeah, kind of.
Wait. tone down the brightness here. All right, is that better?
I mean, that looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I like to call them Iron Mans.
It kind of like it looks like Iron Man and Tron
Yeah, and the guys look like they have like breastplates a little bit.
a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of have like a Spy Kids.
Right?
Like Spy Kids 3, the best Spy
Oh yeah.
Kids.
The Return of
Spy Kids
9/11. I mean,
3D.
what?
Oh, that was such a bad movie. Oh my God. Wasn't
Did
like
somebody call it a ringer?
he ruined? Oh wait, no, that was Shark Boy. Was that Shark Boy and Lava Girl? He ruined my dream journal. I
Oh
did
yeah.
not. Send me the
Dream,
journal.
dream,
I'll
dream. Oh my
smell.
god. With Taylor, what's his name? Taylor Lawton or whatever.
Taylor
Um,
Lautner, yeah, Taylor Lautner and the other girl who's like
when he's rapping and Shark Boy,
so
and he
bad.
goes,
And George
dream,
Lopez is
dream,
the villain.
dream.
George Lopez is the villain.
Oh my god. It's cancer.
Oh my God. And then they
Uh,
tried to make a fourth one, which wasn't even the original cast. Like it was some completely different people.
oh yeah.
I hate when they do
It
that.
had
I don't care if you do like a shitty trilogy. Don't make a fourth one that doesn't even have the same cast. Like no one's gonna
don't
watch it.
don't beat it to death.
Oh God,
And like
it's so
the
bad.
fourth one didn't have like because the third one had 3D and this one had 3D and like a smell vision. So you scratched like the card while you were in the
Oh
theater,
yeah, like the fourth
smelled
dimension,
whatever.
even though it has nothing to do with
That's
fourth dimension.
so bad.
Like I don't think the producers like know what the fourth dimension is. I think their mind would break to
Yeah.
understand what the fourth dimension actually is. Uh, I read something about that. Like they're apparently there's more than four dimensions. There's actually like upwards to like eight, and that gets to like the point of like existence itself. I think like once you get to the eighth dimension, it's like basically like after five, it gets really philosophical and really weird. But
Yeah.
supposedly there's like eight, and we can't even figure out the fifth one at this point.
Apparently, Robert Rodriguez directed because he directs Sin City too. He directed, he, I think it was the first Sin City while he was directing. I think it was the second Spy Kids film simultaneously.
It's so
So
weird
the
because
it's
Sin
like
City was
this is
like a
so
pretty decent
weird.
movie. Sin City was a pretty decent movie. Like
Oh my god, yeah.
I liked
I have
that
the
movie, like the comic book feel to it. But
I have the big
Spy-
omnibus. It's called Big Damn Sin City, which has all the Sin City stories in it,
yeah,
and
I never. Is it a comic book?
it's
I never read. I'm not really
oh yeah, it was
big
a
into
comic book
comics,
first.
but yeah, I mean, I like the movie. Like the
I mean, that was in like Frank Miller's prime when he like
yeah,
knew what he was doing, and now he's just like a sociopath.
he's pretty crazy at this point.
Oh my god, he's
Oh,
so like
me and my friend Jeremiah, we showed our friends a movie we both love. It's from Korea, and they made a remake of it recently, like a couple years ago. It's called Old Boy.
yeah,
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that movie?
I watched that. Yeah, that's the one
The
where
Korean one or the
he
new American one?
no the original.
The original?
um
That's the better one.
yeah, not the one with
Josh
wasn't
Brolin.
Samuel L. Jackson in the remake?
Samuel L. Jackson, I think, was in the remake. He was the guy I think that got his teeth ripped out, like in the first
Yep.
movie. The guy, yeah.
Hmm.
And I think Josh Brolin was the lead.
Yeah.
Um,
Apparently that didn't get very good
I mean,
reviews.
Old
The
Boy
newer.
like is one of like the best foreign films I've ever seen.
Oh
Like
my god,
outside of America, like that's a
that
good movie.
that continuing shot where
Yeah,
like
where they're fighting in a hallway
him
with like the
and
hand.
they're all exhausted,
I
and then
can't
he
imagine how
keeps.
many times they shot that, and it just pains me to watch it just once. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, that's what. Do you watch Daredevil at all?
the
The Netflix.
show? No, I haven't
Yeah.
gotten into it.
There's like a entire scene just inspired by that, like where
I hope
Daredevil's beating these guys up, and
it's
then
one
he
of my favorite
pulls
fight
up.
scenes, to be honest. And that's like a thing I've been like looking at recently. It's like I was like, I watch the Oscars every year, and I was, it was awesome that Leo finally won an
White
Oscar.
supremacy.
And Chris Rock made a lot of like, well, one Chris Rock made a lot of black jokes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the fact that like the awards were predominantly white. There's one award that I feel like should be given out every year that isn't, and especially this year out of any, is the
Yeah.
award for choreography in film because that
Hmm.
award or that is very underrated in film. Like that sometimes the scenes take like 2 weeks to film, like one
Hmm.
scene, and like Mad Max already winning 6 Oscars would have
Oh,
taken that by storm. They wouldn't
it
even
was like
it wouldn't be close.
when you were watching it, it was like Mad Max, Mad Max, Mad Max. I'm like, yo, is this the
Yeah.
Mad Max award show?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
And I was watching. I'm like, if there's a choreography award, this would take it because all of the stunts in that movie were basically done like action, like in real time, like it weren't CGI.
Yep.
Like the stunt parts weren't CGI. Obviously, there was some CGI with like the whole weather and stuff like that, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
The
forget.
costume design was absolutely
The costume design was
amazing.
great. I didn't
Like
know
every
that.
single costume was different.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
yeah, it
they
was.
could easy like, oh, they're all dressed the same
Yeah.
because in the equal society. No, they were all different in their own way, and it
Uh,
was
I was
wonderful.
I was watching this list, and apparently the guy who was the guy who played like he had like the shaved head, he had like the skull paint and like
Oh,
what was his name
he
was.
was in Warm Bodies. What's his? I'll look it up on
He was also
IMDb.
like the guy from About a Boy, that Hugh Grant movie, like the little kid.
Yep,
I didn't know that. I'm like, really? That's him? Holy shit!
I
He got
pointed it
better
out
at
to my
acting,
mom
that's for
because she
sure.
likes Warm Bodies.
He got better at acting, that's for sure.
His
Yeah.
name is, drumroll please,
And I
Nicholas Holt.
Nicholas Holt, that's right. I
He's
feel
also
like
in the X-Men. He's Beast.
oh, he's Beast, that's right. I also feel like recently I feel like a snubbed actor as of late is Tom Hardy because he's had some like even
He's
career wise he's had some great roles. He's a great
yeah.
actor.
Well,
He's been snubbed so
not
many times.
not not the Terminator Genesis.
Not Terminator Genesis, but I'm talking like Bronson, uh,
He was in
Batman
Revenant.
movie. He was in The Revenant, which he got nominated for. Didn't win
Mm.
because I think it was who was it? Mark Sinclair? No, Mark
I
Reinclent.
thought it was Mark Ruffalo.
No, Mark Ruffalo didn't win. It was a guy from Bridge of Spies, Mark
Oh,
Ryland or something like that.
okay. Have you have you seen Spotlight?
Spotlight, yeah,
Oh, awesome movie.
great movie. And you know what? My godfather is best friends with the director. He knows
Really?
him. Yeah, he is friends with the director. He was at
I
the
want to
premiere
say.
of that movie, and like I think it was in Oregon, like premiered it or California. And there's a picture of me and my godfather and Tom McCarthy just like buddying up. I'm like, oh my god! Like I was talking to him like, can I please meet him? Like I want to meet the director who directed a Best Picture film. He also wrote the movie,
Holy.
wrote the play for it. He wrote the screenplay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's also a thing that's kind of underrated. Like they give
writing.
awards out to it,
I mean,
but like
best writing.
people don't understand how it's like
How
screenplay
important
or
writing is.
script is even written.
Like
Like you have to
most
go through every single motion.
Yeah, most of the talent that comes out of movies is in the writing. Like those are like that's where the most underrated. Besides like
Well, not Twilight.
choreography and like, sound mixing, that's a very underrated one because sound mixing is a
Mhm.
fucking bitch to do, dude.
Well, especially in horror movies, because like I feel like people are like, it's all about the jump scares and stuff. It's all about the music and the sound.
Oh,
If you
it's
don't
sound.
have
It's
that nailed
sound.
down,
Awesome.
then you don't have a horror movie.
You don't. And I was
Yeah.
watching recently. I delved back into Scream, like the Scream franchise.
Hmm.
One of my favorite like slasher franchises.
Especially when they get really hammy. Like
I
that's,
love the cheesiness of it. The
oh my
cheesiness of
God,
it
yeah.
is the best part, and they know it's cheesy, and they go with that. But they also make it like completely interesting because you don't know who the killer is. And I was recently watching like the first one, two, and three, and they all
Hmm.
make sense, like who the killer is and why they're killing everyone. Then the fourth one was just out of fucking left field, like
Oh yeah.
like why is this
It
person?
had that black guy from Transformers, the one that like, I can't eat all these donuts. Like
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
had
yeah.
that kid.
Oh yeah. What's his name? He's in that
I
new
don't.
show, Blackish or
He's
whatever it's called. Is that him?
oh,
Forget. Uh,
maybe.
so, but yeah, like when it comes to horror movies, it's all sound. You
Oh
could
yeah.
because if you just put like a black screen on a thing and just put sound in there, I'm pretty sure you'd scare a lot more people than just like really shitty special effects
Hmm.
and like gore. Because basically, what people don't know scares them the most. And I think they did that really well in like The Conjuring, because you don't know what the fuck it is for most of the
Oh,
movie.
I fucking love The Conjuring.
I'm kind of excited for the second one, to be honest, because
I am so excited too. Like
actually,
but it's directed by James Wan, so I have faith. It's not like Annabelle where it was like complete dog shit.
oh yeah, I watched. Actually no. My uncle lives in Long Island, and he is a big fan of the Amityville Horror, and so am I, because it's a really
Good.
odd horror movie, but I love it. Uh, And I've actually seen the Amityville Horror House. Like I've actually driven by it. And it's not like you'd think it'd be like a huge like tourist attraction. It's just on a fucking street. It's just
Wow.
down
Where is everyone?
like
What
because
do you mean everyone?
yeah, my dad took me over to see it, and he goes, yeah, there it is. Like it's just a fucking house. It's just
Yeah,
the middle.
house.
And
What
it
the
was
fuck do you
actually
think?
well, I think the outside shots were actually filmed there. But when I was like, I took a picture of it because I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. And as when I was taking a picture, this guy in a pickup truck was driving behind me, and he hangs out the window. He goes, "Ooh, scary!" I thought that was really funny.
It's
But
daddy.
it doesn't look the same. Like it has the same architecture, but it's completely redone, so it doesn't look anything like it did in the film.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Did you have you ever seen Sinister?
Yeah, I did. I never saw the
I
second
saw
one.
the first one
The second
and
one.
I saw the second one and oh my god, it was awful.
Was awful. I mean, I watched the
Oh,
first one. I'm not a big fan of Ethan Hawke.
neither am I.
He's
A lot of
had
people
okay roles, but
thought he would be a good Doctor Strange, and I kind of saw that at first, but
I think
we all
he's
knew it
good.
was going to
But
be Cumberbatch. We all
Benedict's
knew
a
it
better
was going to be.
actor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Cumberbatch was like everyone was like, get him, and I was like, all right,
I don't
Doctor
even really
Strange.
know. I mean, I haven't really been following Marvel or DC recently. Um,
Yeah, no one knows who
I,
Doctor
I,
Strange is.
yeah, I don't know who Doctor Strange is.
If anyone comes up to you, he's like, you don't know Doctor Strange? It's like, you
No,
probably don't know either.
I know
Trust me,
Doctor
he's
Hugo
so
Strange, and
obscure.
that's a different person. That's where I
Yeah,
got
that's
like confused. I'm like, isn't he a DC
that.
guy? And I realized, oh no, it's Doctor Strange, not Doctor Hugo Strange. Like, go fuck yourself. I don't care. I know they all have the same last name. They could be fucking related somehow.
They're totally related in fan fiction.
Ugh. In fan fiction, probably. There probably is some
Oh yeah,
sick fan fiction out there.
you know, there's always some sick fan fiction. Like it's not even a question.
Yeah.
I saw some Harry Potters and Percy Jackson fan
Recently.
fiction.
Oh,
Don't want
fan
to go near
fiction.
there.
I thought you said you rewatched the series. Like that's not too bad, but there's still like I know I go on about I'm a huge movie person and stuff like that, but like I still haven't seen any of like the Lord of the Rings films. I haven't watched any of the original. I haven't watched any of the Hobbit, and I feel like I tell that to everyone. I'm like, like,
Yeah, they're really good though.
I know they're really good, but like they're long. I fall
Oh
asleep
yeah,
because
you have to
I've
take
watched,
time just for one of
I
them.
know
Like,
I
all
probably
right, I
watched like
guess I'm
one.
gonna sit down and watch this.
Yeah. Even then, so I got like maybe like 45 minutes in the first one,
Oh yeah, the
and I'm
first
like,
one is
the
really long build up,
yeah, I
like
know. I'm like, oh,
painful.
they're still meeting people. I'm like, come on, do something. Fuck, they're like,
Do a thing.
uh,
Although they are pretty faithful to the book,
they
like
are,
that's
and I heard they're
I'll
pretty
give them
close to
props to that.
epic.
Except the fucking Hobbit is it's a clusterfuck.
I don't know. I mean, I don't I don't want to get too heavy into it just because I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed by something.
Oh yeah.
What else have I seen recently? I saw Zootopia, which it's a Pixar movie. It's gonna
Yeah.
have its goods and
Well, isn't
bad.
it about like racial tensions or something
It's
like
about racial like standpoint and views, and especially with police, which I think at this point is a good thing to bring up to kids, just so when they grow up they'll understand it more.
that?
I mean, I like the way Pixar does it. Like, oh, this is a problem now. Let's make a movie about it to show the kids. So hopefully, when they're our age, they won't see it the same way most people see it now. And I think that's smart. I think that's a really smart move. But I mean, they delivered the message, but I just still feel like it was not their best work. It was a
Yeah.
shame.
Well, I heard like at the very end, it's just like they all like
I
sing
knew who
at
the
the
villain
end
was.
because they don't know how to wrap it up. So they're like, just have them sing. Just have them sing. This is Disney. What do you think?
Man, I've been listening to a lot of new music because my friend, I made a new friend.
A new
Shocking.
friend.
I made a new friend. He's like a buddy of my coworker. Oh, he's a coworker of my friend, one of my good friends, and he
Yeah.
listens to the same music as I do, and we became
Cool.
friends ever since. So, and he's just like offered me all these like opportunities to go to concerts and like you know,
Nice. Pretty
he's
radical.
and he offered me to go see like a Blink 182 concert, and I'm not sure if you know this, but the
I've heard of them.
the lead singer like about a year ago up and left the band for
Okay.
reasons I still don't know why. I think it had to do with something to do with like drug issues.
It's always that.
And uh, I'm listening to their new music. And
Hmm.
I mean, their new singer, I forget where he's from. Uh, doesn't really sound a lot like the old singer at all, but they try so hard to bring back the old Blink-182 and their new single that
Yeah.
it, it's kind of, I wouldn't say cringy, but I'm like, it's kind of sad. It's kind of depressing. I'm like, this sounds
It's
like the bass line and all the like you know, chorus and everything. It sounds like a Blink-182 song, but it's really whiny. Like it's really, really whiny, and
yeah.
like this isn't.
Well, like,
I'll go see the concert because their tour has a bunch of other bands that I want to go see. So
mhm.
I mean
Well,
that's interesting. Maybe I'll just leave when Blink-182 comes on if they're that bad. But
oh boy.
uh,
Yeah. I mean, I just I've kind of been floating around because I've been listening to like um rappers on like SoundCloud like that aren't official.
big
Like this
names,
guy named Anonymous, he's pretty good.
yeah.
And
Uh,
then I've also come around to Viking death metal because it's just epic and awesome.
Wait, so when you say Viking death metal, are they like singing about like Viking history, or do they just sound like Vikings?
Well, okay. So some of it is like in a whole different language, and then some of it is not. And
Really?
it's just like kind of like Norwegian music mixed with it's like it's a unique sound. You can't even like describe it. It's just great. Like I just put on a Spotify list during school and it's amazing.
At school. It's like, what are you listening
It's
to?
just like
You listening to that new
it's
Bieber
that
song? No.
oh yeah, totally. Check it out. And it's
They
like
just it's just straight just
yeah,
chest yelling.
exactly. I
Uh,
feel like chest hair grows whenever I
try to hit the
like
note.
I'm a man.
Uh, People underestimate how hard it is to like scream like that because
Oh my god. People are
scream
like
like
that's
screamers
gonna
and
take
music.
talent. Oh
It's
my
like
god, it
you're like,
takes
oh, they're just screaming. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to do that? You try to fucking do that. That's like
especially like
strength to do that.
and and one of the songs it's like straight 30 seconds just like a deep like
Yeah,
growl like
deep growling. Yeah,
like you wouldn't think that's hard but
that's
like
the
then
thing.
I try it and I'm like lost my
Yeah,
voice.
you just burn out your throat.
Never gonna be heavy metal singer.
I've been listening to a lot of like, I won't say it's trap, but there's this one song that I found on YouTube. Uh, it's called Liar. It's by a guy named Pygmalion or Pygamalon or Malion or whatever the fuck you say it. But and like the video to it is like really like trippy and very like I wouldn't say inspirational. It just has like a really strong message in it, and it's like the music video is like 2 minutes long, but like the song's pretty good. And like I did some research on it. I'm like, oh, this is a really good song. I wonder who's like the actual voice for it. And I look it up. It's just samples from a fucking Justin Timberlake song. Like, wow,
Huh.
it's crazy. It's crazy how you can just take old music and just make it sound really fucking good again.
That's what they're doing.
There's I forget who the guy was that I found that made some like took some old like music like Presley and stuff like that and turned it into some like really good like music that most people would listen to nowadays. I'm like,
Right.
that takes talent because that's two different
Oh yeah.
sounds. You're making one with two separate, you know, eras.
Yeah.
And there's this other guy that my girlfriend got me into, and he's pretty good. I'm not sure. He's not. He actually got deported from America because of his music, which I
What?
didn't think was possible because well, what he does isn't necessarily legal because he violates a lot of copyright and fair use
Oh.
laws. What he does is he takes like a lot of movies, especially Disney films, and takes
Oh. Disney. Oof.
like
I'm
very
fucking
small
there.
bites of like each of like he'll make like a one song from each movie. He'll take very small like dialogue pieces, like not even full words. He just uses like syllables from words someone says as a beat, and he'll like
Mm-hmm.
take different sound bites and stuff like that, and he'll turn that into a song. He'll put like a beat to it, and then use it as a song. He's really good. His name's Pogo. He's very,
Okay.
very, very good. They're very relaxing songs. his album came out. I think it's on Spotify. I think I could actually check for that. But yeah, it's really trippy music. I don't know how they get it on Spotify. I don't know how that's legal, but I'm not gonna argue that
I
because
see
the
that.
music's pretty good. And I've been listening to a lot of Green Day for some reason. I don't know why. Because
Yeah, it's
classic
nostalgia,
rock.
man.
That's some classic punk rock that I just can't get enough of.
Oh yeah,
And also, like,
definitely.
I don't really like Drake, but his new song about was like One Dance. That's fucking catchy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just
Did
salsa.
you have you heard Mike Posner's like
Like,
comeback kind of single?
yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, I saw him like,
Yeah,
wait a minute. I thought he was
he
around
used
like
to
that
be
like 2 years ago.
yeah, I think it was either like when I was a freshman or something.
Yeah,
He did Cooler Than Me, and then everything else just never stuck.
yeah, I'm
And
like
like,
cool. He like I looked up the name. I'm like cooler than me. That song was like when I was like a going into the sophomore year. Like
yeah,
that was a huge song when I was a sophomore. And then like I saw like my girlfriend was playing. I'm like, wait a minute, he's back. He's like the Fall Out Boy that no one wants.
exactly. Although he's actually written songs for more popular bands because like people, his name doesn't really like
It's not a catchy name.
uh, yeah. Well, no, it's
Introducing
like
Michael Posner.
it doesn't attract people like, oh look, Mike Posner's on this track.
He
Like
looks
no
like
one
out of
does
a
that.
barn, and his name sounds like it's from a fucking DUI suspect list.
Right?
Give it
And
up to Michael Posner.
he wrote actually Sugar for Maroon 5.
And five. That's depressing. They're a fucking
Yeah,
band. They can't make their own music.
exactly.
I don't even consider it a band anymore, really. I mean,
No,
hell, I consider Panic at the Disco more of a band than that. Like it's just
those
Adam Levine.
are,
Because name another person on Maroon Five.
I can't.
You can't. It's just Adam Levine. At least
Well, I guess they
fucking
don't really
Panic at the
care because
Disco,
they're
I know
making
Dallin
the
Week.
same
Fucking
money.
Kenny, I think his name is. Like I know them because they've been a part of the band for a while now, even though they're not original members.
Oh boy, if we release this, Maroon 5 fans are just gonna come at our throats.
No, Adam Levine fans are gonna come after us, and I don't have a
Uh,
problem with that.
oh yeah, that's right, because no one else knows who the band
I
members
mean,
are.
the original Maroon Five was pretty good. Like, what was that
Oh yeah,
album they made? It had like the lady on the front of it. It was just like all
yep.
ruby colored.
I used to like one of their songs, the "This Love." Oh boy, I'm singing
Songs
this
About Jane. That
love
was like my favorite
has.
album by them.
Yep, that's it.
Songs About Jane was their best album in my opinion. That was like their first album. And it's some
Hmm.
good music, some good. It had like what, like 4 singles off that album. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they were
So have you heard that there's gonna be a new Five Nights at Freddy's game?
another one. I mean, the guy should
Yeah,
have like two in like a
it's
matter of a year. So I mean,
it's called Sister Location.
oh, so it's not a Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's a spinoff.
It's a spinoff,
Oh
or
boy.
is it by the
Yeah.
same guy?
Yep.
Someone
Scott
buy
Cawthon.
Five Nights at Freddy's and like, did a company buy that and then they're just shitting out content now? Or is it still like just the same
There.
guy?
Um. Scott has discussed it with like I think it's Xbox and Sony to release like a HD collection for PS4 and Xbox
Microsoft would
360.
buy
Which
that
I don't
shit.
like.
I know Microsoft would totally buy
Oh
that
yeah,
shit, dude.
they would overprice it too.
They bought apparently they bought like the Silent Hill rights or something like that, didn't they? Or supposedly
Why would you buy that?
because they
Because
wanted.
they had
Because
like
everyone wants a
they
Silent
had
Hill game. That's why. Ever since
exactly
PT
like
got shit
ET,
down the drain, and I cried. They
right?
made like Microsoft's like, we'll fucking take it the same way they did with Halo.
Portable. Yeah,
Like they're just like, we'll just grab another studio and make games with it. And then Halo 5 was absolute fucking shit.
yeah.
Halo 4 was
But
number
no,
one.
I was arguing with this kid in my video production class, um, and I was basically like just explaining to him that Five Nights at Freddy's, if you really look at it, is the same exact game 4 times gameplay wise,
Yeah, it's just
because
click and look.
all you're doing
Peeking.
first game, all you're doing looking left and right, checking. Then second, they throw a bunch of shit at you, like the
They're just
vents and then the
monitoring, making
box.
sure like and games have done this before.
Hmm.
Or like you look at something, you got to look at multiple things and make sure none of them like explode or reach their limit. And tons of games have done this before. This guy just took something a little bit scary, like everyone's afraid of like animatronic machines like Chuck E. Cheese. Everyone's scared of those things, or a lot of people are. A lot of people fear them. So he took that and then put it in that kind of game. I mean, it's a pretty brilliant idea, and
Yep.
it skyrocketed. The fandom kind of made it a fucking train.
Well, it was all because of Markiplier's Let's Play.
Markiplier and
Everyone
like PewDiePie,
believed.
like the very kid-friendly gamer Markiplier. He,
Mhm.
he made it popular. He
Yep.
brought his charm to it, and all those people associated Markiplier with Five Nights at Freddy's. He probably doesn't even like it anymore. I'm willing to bet. He's probably sick of it. I'm gonna guess.
Well, like I feel like he fakes it sometimes because like if
Yeah,
you
he
look at
kind of has
Markiplier's
to when you
playthrough
have that big of a fan
and
base.
PewDiePie's playthrough, PewDiePie, even though I don't like the guy as
I
much as
hate
I do now,
PewDiePie at this point.
he doesn't fake it. Like Markiplier, like every single jump scare, he's like, oh, oh, but like PewDiePie's just like, this gameplay is really repetitive. After
Yeah, I
then,
know.
it's like,
He realized
no, it's
it.
repetitive, and then like he keeps
At
going,
least, at
and
least
like
he's real about that instead of trying
yeah,
to
he
milk it
doesn't.
up.
It doesn't even phase him,
But
and I'm like, that's exactly what the game is.
I
Like,
feel like
it doesn't phase you after a while.
whoever owns Five Nights at Freddy's kind of slides Markiplier some extra money just to make it to sell. He's like, hey, just fake it a little bit. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Okie dokes. And now they're making a movie.
I'm not saying Markiplier is a bad YouTuber. He's just like
No, he's not. It's
he
just
just reeled himself into like a bucket he can't get out of.
yeah.
His fan
Like,
base is too young for him to ex
mhm.
to express himself more. And I feel like
Have you ever seen those videos where it's like the fans make like a sub like special, like
oh
the
really?
million subscriber special, and every single time it's like cringy. He like cries and stuff. Like, oh my god.
I mean, listen, if I got up to a million subscribers, I'd be pretty emotional too because
I
I don't
know.
think like the most
Jack
subscribers
the
I've gotten
Kid,
on my channel is like
please.
10. I got like 10
My
subscribers.
channel is like 19. It used to be 20, but like
Ah,
someone
some guy's like, fuck
unsubscribed.
your content. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
pretty
I don't
much.
want to see your feed on my sub box, even though you only post like once
No,
a month.
I think it was actually my ex-girlfriend Tess.
It's like, fuck him. I don't want
Because
to sub to his content.
I made like
I
a
didn't even
joke
sub to.
fit. I deleted it, but I made like a joke video like lost a sub today. I never cared about
I
you.
never cared about you
It's
anyway.
just,
Uh,
and then she's just like unsubbed, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna delete this video now.
yeah, I'm still subscribed to some people I don't watch anymore, just because I feel
Mhm.
like out of respect. Like, okay, I watch your content, you deserve the subscription. Uh,
Yep.
like I used to be a huge fan of this Fallout content creator, not content. Well, yeah, he's a content creator. His name's Al Chessbreach, and he was like a very small YouTuber when I first
Hmm.
started watching him. He had like maybe like couple like 10,000 subscribers, couple 10,000 subscribers. Now he has probably like maybe what like 200,000 subscribers at this point. Let me see. Uh,
Good luck, Trump. True. Good luck, Trump. You're good luck, Trump.
let's see. He's got almost 400,000 subscribers now. So I mean, he's gotten a lot bigger ever since I started watching him, which I don't mind.
Mm.
I love the fact that he's doing well. I kind of started watching when I was like 14 or 15, so I didn't really know.
Yeah,
I
proud of it.
didn't have a
Y-
good. I mean, his content's fine. I have no problem with his content. I just grew out of it. And
Yeah.
that happened a lot. Like I used to watch a lot of like Kutra's videos,
Oh
and
my. I used to watch Smosh all the time, and now I think they're just cancer.
I'm trying to think of who I watched when I was younger that I don't watch anymore. I mean, listen, I love Achievement Hunter, but their videos aren't the same as they used to be. And I love the Rooster Teeth family. I still watch the podcasts. I still watch all of their content. I just don't watch their Achievement Hunter stuff anymore, just because like it's repetitive. They lost one of their best assets, and they try to fill it with someone who wasn't as good. I'm not saying the guy who filled it's bad, but he's nowhere near as good as the guy who left.
Okay.
And then there's Funhouse, who I absolutely love because Inside Gaming was a good channel that
Hmm.
left because Machinima is a piece of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Machinima fucked so
And
many
then
people over.
they just played it smart and just did the same shit on a different channel. Like, they didn't try to change anything. They just did the same thing.
Hmm.
And, people went to them. They almost have 1 million subscribers right now. And then
Yeah.
I don't really watch Screw Attack because I don't really know who they are. Kind of funny is just I think a bunch of podcast stuff, which isn't bad, but I don't really
The
listen
only
to podcasts. I don't know.
screw tack thing that I watch is Death Battles,
Is that what
and
Evo's? Or
What
no?
was that?
Is that with the amiibos?
No, it's death battles. They basically take like two video game characters, mash them up to see who would win in a death battle,
Oh, okay,
or
kind
not
of
even
like
video, just
Ultimate
any.
Warrior or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. They do like battle stats and stuff, and then they did a not Batman,
Yeah.
Superman versus Goku, and they basically said Superman would win because just unlimited. Pretty much, he's just like a god and like unlimited power.
Yeah.
And they did it a second time around with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and he still won. And there's this YouTuber named Forever World, I think, and he pisses me off all the time with this shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm a fan of both um, comic books and manga, when clearly he's just all manga. And he,
He's a
like,
weeb.
to demonstrate his fandom, he pulls out, like, a Justice League, the movie, like cartoon Justice League. Like, see, I'm a fan. Like, if you were a fan, you would pull up something like The Dark Knight Returns or something like some famous stuff. Like, you just drag. I don't know. Here's the DVD. Like, you're not like you're
Yeah.
obviously biased. Like, I like both Dragon Ball and Superman. A little bit more Superman because I'm a comic book nerd. But
Yeah.
I can kind of see where Screwtape was coming from. But they give him so many advantages in the video. It's not even funny.
Mm.
But I think it would honestly it all depends on the circumstances. Like, it's not like a Batman versus Superman type thing.
Yeah.
Like, Superman has like the upper hand in that, whereas Superman and Goku, they both have equal amounts of power and both can take each other. So I feel like it definitely depends on that.
Yeah. Let me take this off my desk. It's making loud noises.
Although Green Lantern kills everyone. The end.
Green
Uh,
Lantern.
yeah, no. I don't think of that as him, obviously, but I just, besides the Ryan Reynolds movie, I like Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern. I have all like three of the omnibuses. It's like really awesome. Like, the characters are just amazing, and like people are like, bring in Jon Stewart for the next movie
Oh.
as the main character, and it's like, no man, Hal Jordan has so much better character and so many better stories. Like, all they think of Jon Stewart is, one, he's black, so obviously we need that, and two,
Yeah.
um, basically he was in the cartoon show, so that means he's automatically the better Green Lantern. That's
Yeah.
not the case at all. In fact, all of his stories are pretty bland and boring. Hal Jordan is where the real like continuity shit happens, and I just like
Yeah.
him because of that. Although they're for the Green Lantern Corps movie, they're doing Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Kyle Rayner in all one movie. So we'll see
Mm.
how that goes.
I feel like the reason why they want Hal Jordan in like movies recently is because they're trying to get rid of whitewashing in a lot of places. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that whitewashing is good by any means. It's not. Whitewashing is terrible in the movie world. But I mean, I can understand why Hal Jordan would be a better fit for the movie because I feel like he has a lot more backstory than John
Oh yeah. Well,
Stewart.
they both have like good backstory, but Hal Jordan's is just better in my opinion.
Yeah.
And like his stories are like, well, like Blackest Night, um, the Green Lantern Rebirth, Sinestro Corpse War, like all those are him and Jon Stewart. I can't name you one legendary like, oh, if you start with Jon Stewart, here's where you need to go. It's just basically Green Lantern Corpse with no one fucking reads. Okay,
Yeah.
no one. You're lying through your ass if you
Yeah.
are. Like, I don't even read that shit.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, like there's a lot of like whitewashing.
Oh yeah,
I mean, especially with the
definitely.
Oscars, like recently, with the whole Oscars thing about how.
Well, I mean, I felt like besides like the NWA movie,
Yeah, straight outta Compton.
like that deserved some nod
I feel like
at
that
least. But
deserved
like,
a nod, and also Creed. I feel like Creed deserved a nod.
oh yeah, Creed definitely deserved a nod. But with Will Smith with Concussion, I watched Concussion.
Wasn't a
It's
great.
an okay movie. It wasn't anything great, and he accidentally, if you notice in the movie, he like loses his accent in certain scenes, and like it's like completely distracting. Meanwhile, like, oh, the Oscars are racist because they didn't involve my husband. Lady, your husband wasn't in that good of a movie. Just let's be honest here. It's mediocre at best.
Yeah, but like, um, what was it? Yeah, Concussion wasn't very good, just because one, it's a touchy subject because a lot of people, are on the fence about the whole football thing. But like that doesn't really bother me as much as like, um, what's it called? Stuff like, oh, who's gonna be like the new role for this legendary character? And like I'm specifically
Yeah.
talking about the whole James Bond thing. Like Daniel Craig said,
Yeah.
it's his
I mean,
last rodeo with the whole.
I'm open to a Black James Bond.
I'm
Like
totally open to that as well. That doesn't
if they
bother.
get not Denzel Washington, who am I thinking of?
Idris Elba, he was a huge
Yep.
candidate.
Mhm.
I feel
He's
like, I mean,
also
he's a great
doing
actor. I think he's a great
Roland in
actor.
the Dark Tower movies.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they are releasing that. I didn't know this. They didn't. I didn't know they made the movie about this book. It was a Stephen King book called Cell, which is one of the
Okay.
Stephen King books.
Over there. All right. I gotta go.
All right. Oh, I'll see if the recording actually worked. So I'll let you know.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye.